And so another thing we're going to talk about today is concussions and why they're a big part of the snowboarding world. So concussions is a really common injury in snow sports, and it's something that a lot of people have had in the past, but don't necessarily know when it happens or what to do about it. A concussion is not only a knock to the head. It can happen from a knock to the head, the neck, or the shoulders. Okay. So it doesn't actually have to happen directly from a blow to the head.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you do if you think you've been concussed or if you've had a concussion?
Well, if you've hit your head, you definitely want to get screened for it. If you don't know if you're having a concussion, you want to look out for some signs. So really common signs of concussion are things like dizziness, headaches, trouble sleeping, loss of consciousness, or lack of memory around the event, or a fuzzy memory. Those are a few signs. There are a lot more.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who's the first person you go and see?
Usually if you think you have a concussion, you do want to get a screen by a medical doctor, and that's just to rule out some of the other injuries not related to concussion. So things like skull fractures or brain bleeds. So they're the more serious side of things that need medical intervention.
Yep.
But if you're diagnosed with a concussion, then what you want to do is go see a concussion-trained therapist.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that something that you guys do at physical therapy?
Yeah, absolutely. Physios can definitely do it. Doctors can do it, and chiropractors can do it as well. So you just want to look for a concussion-trained therapist that can do a proper concussion assessment and management for you.
Right on.
Yeah.
And then without obviously giving us exactly how to treat a concussion, what kind of things do you guys prescribe or do?
Well, what we do is we put you on a graduated plan where it involves gradually increasing your activity and exercises. The exercise can range from balance exercises to cardio exercises, and also some visual and head movement exercises, because concussion can affect a few different systems in the body. So we want to make sure that we've got a well-rounded program and gradually increasing your activity level.
Okay. Now, just to tell you about concussions and snowboarding is that it's very common. I have several friends that have had very serious concussions from snowboarding, to the point where they've had to sit in dark rooms for like a week at a time.
Yeah.
And I haven't had this personally. Now, a concussion in snowboarding normally seems to happen most with someone who's trying to push their limits too fast and too quickly. So make sure you're wearing a helmet, and make sure you're building your skills in an environment that works with your level. So if you've just learnt to go and do a 540, don't try and do a 900 the next day, Lock down those 540s. Learn all the different 540s. Make sure you're doing them with different grabs. Build those skills slowly, so that you're not just taking too many leaps to high-level tricks. And that's how you're going to prevent a concussion from my standpoint. And then if you actually get one, that's when you're going to go and see Jian or a doctor or anyone who's specialised in concussions.
Absolutely.